start it. Okay. Should we start it now?
Start now. Okay.
Okay, dear students, now welcome back to another poem, The Man of Life Upright. Now, I told you earlier that we only have done one chapter, 20 minutes with Mrs. Agenda, and today we are starting, we are doing the anthology and we are doing the second poem, page number 42. The poem named The Man of Life Upright. This poem is written by Thomas Campion, the great man with the great thoughts. Dear students, the man of life upright. The word means upright means right path. Right path means the God has given you two ways, the good way and the bad way. We select the bad way, we find the bad things. We select good way, we find the good things. The Man of Life Upright by Thomas Campion, and I wrote here one sentence: good deeds reflects good thoughts. It is written by me. Why? Because I personally believe that your good thoughts, your good actions, they reflect your good deeds as well. And God has given you sense of responsibility, realizing that all kind of the sects and the races and the religions that you must care about it. You must look after them. You must respect them. We have the poem The Man of Life Upright. In this poem, Thomas Campion is saying very general philosophy, very good philosophy, and the philosophy that reflects all the ethics of religions. That is, do good, get good. You might have done one poem in your class first year. Remember? Character of Happy Life. This poem and The Man of Life Upright almost same. Same not in the words, same in not thoughts, same in not diction, but almost the both having the same philosophy. Philosophy of what? Philosophy of saying, being good. Now, I give you a little introduction of this poem. According to this poem, the poet Thomas Campion is saying, when you find goodness of life, you reflect in a sense a goodness to the people, because your effects are easily upon the people in their texts and their thoughts. Let's start the poem. Page number we have got 42 here. Dear student, we are starting the next poem, the new poem after 7 Ages of Man. Now, I read there are actually 6 stanzas. Okay, they are quite easy to go, easy to understand. Let's start it now. In the first stanza, page number 42, the Man of Life Upright. The man of life upright, whose guiltless heart is free. Now, I use here the word meaning as well. Now, guiltless means when you got no worries, you got no jealousy, you don't invade the people, you don't have anything wrong thoughts, bad thoughts about the people, and your heart is good. I mean, kind of guiltless. Guiltless heart means you do not commit any crime. You do not have any bad words. You do not have any wrong thoughts about the people. You think positive, and you give positive vibes. I use here the word positive vibes. What is positive vibes? Positive vibes means when you meet people. Sometimes you meet the people and you understand while meeting them that somebody does not relate to you. He's not your uncle, he's not your auntie, she's not your auntie. But even then you find good vibes. Your body language, that person gives a good gesture. So according to Thomas Campion, he said, The man of life upright. Upright, I told you, right path. Sida rasta. The man of life upright, whose guiltless heart is free. The one who's calm, composed, sound, relaxed, doesn't have much more wishes, desire to live in the life. He finds that God has given me a message. God has sent me here with a message of being good, do good with the people, and always think and always be benefactor to the people. From all dishonest deeds and thought of vanity. Look at it. He used in the first stanza, he used the word, the man of life upright, whose guiltless heart is free from all dishonest deeds. Now, dishonest deeds means any kind of wrong actions. He is not committed to any kind of wrong. He is not committed to any guilt. He is not committed to any crime. He lives very simple life and he believes in simplicity. Or thought of vanity. Now, word here, vanity. Vanity means being proud or proud. Why not being proud? Because look at it. Always remember one thing. God has given you a few things that gives you a kind of reflection of being proud. For example, if God has given knowledge, then don't be proud of knowledge. Always try to deliver. Deliver in a positive sense. Whatever you know good things, always deliver to people. Because when you deliver to people, the knowledge enhanced. Don't shrink your knowledge into your heart, into the pocket. Always try to deliver. Whatever you know, tell your friends, tell your colleagues, tell your students that is the good things. When you do good actions, don't hide from them. Try to live. Next, money. You got money, we feel proud. Don't feel proud. God has given you money. Help the people. Spread the money. If your money is not spent over the people, over their needs, believe me, your money would lead you to the hell. Do business with God. What I mean to do business with God, I mean whatever you got money, you take the money, amount of money for needy people. And believe me or not, I remember the interview of Bill Gates. He says, whatever I earn, I take the great amount of money for charity. And he said, that gives me a kind of relax, cool. And it's my personal experience. When you pay sadaqah, when you pay money for the poverty, for the reasoning poverty, for needy people, I hope you would not even enjoy the money. You would definitely have the filter money. I use the word filter money. Thought of vanity means the power, the knowledge, the money that God has given you, and you don't show proud. That is actually the real examination of God. In a first stanza, again I read the 4 lines. The man of life upright. The man of life upright means the one who belongs to the good path, whose guiltless heart is free. What is my guiltless heart? He doesn't have any jealousy. He doesn't have any wrong thoughts. He doesn't have any wrong actions regarding the people. And from all dishonored deeds. Dishonored deeds means he doesn't have any kind of wrong actions. He doesn't steal the money. He doesn't incorporate the people. He doesn't spoil the things. He lives with his honest earning. Honest earning means rizq halal. I remember here one incident of one king. The king says to its minister that please go and I want the 2 things that must be greater to eat. The minister brought the 2 things from the god. So when he looked at the things, he becomes surprised. He said, what have you got? I told him bring the complete goat. But the minister replied, sir, you sent me the 2 best things. So 2 best things I brought. One is the tongue and second is the heart. The king said, what do you mean by this? He says, sir, they are the worst, they are the best. Why the worst? Because if you have the wrong things regarding the people, heart must be spoiled. The tongue, according to people, that spoils the people, that strikes the people, and that makes millions of enemies. Even the code of the saying of Hazrat Ali that you just take care of your tongue, the people will take care about you. Because that strikes the people, that gives the lots of enemies, and that is, if you are dipped into the honey, people become the friends. Now look at it. In the first stanza, the Thomas campaign is trying to say that if you follow the good actions, if you follow the good path, if you follow the right path that is given by God, you will be happier. I am telling you, I have gone through so many interviews of millionaire people. I have gone through so many interviews of philosophers. I usually watch interviews on YouTube of different people that belong to their higher destination. And usually from the interviews, what I take from their interviews, I remember that when they talk about simplicity, when they talk about good actions, when they talk about helping the people, believe me, they feel so calm, composed and sound. And that is what the philosophy of Islam. Islam says, spread the money among the needy people. Now, we are coming on the next stanza. The man whose silent days in harmless joys are spent. Now, I use here a wonderful stanza. Now look at it. He said, the man whose silent days, and dear students, you are not in front of me, so I cannot ask these questions. Silent days doesn't mean that he doesn't speak to people. No. Silent days mean he doesn't harm anyone. His days are not noisy with provokes. His days are not noisy with a kind of being jealousy. These are not days of noisy shouting over the people. Silent days means he spends so composed, calm, relaxed days. And harmless joy are spent. Harmless means he doesn't mock the people. He doesn't choke the people. He doesn't become the part of the mob. His joys are harmless. Why? He doesn't become the jealous of people. He doesn't pull the leg of people. He finds his joys in what sense? Joys in good thoughts. Do you remember, students, sometimes we are sitting in a corner of the house and looking at the people, they are going and coming, and we look at them and we look at their body language and we realize that why the person is happier when he doesn't have a car, he doesn't have Bangalore, he doesn't have that huge amount of money. Why? Because he is composed. The God has given him the peace of heart, the peace of mind. The most important thing that you get peace of heart and peace of mind that is not bought by any kind of money. Now look at it. The second sentence, two lines again I repeat. The man whose silent days in a harmless joys are spent. Silent days means his days are not hurting, not provoking anyone's feeling. Whom hopes cannot delude. Now hopes, I use a word, hopes and cannot delude. Now delude means cheat and hopes mean wishes. Now in the next line he says, again I read second stanza, the man whose silent days in a harmless joys are spent, whom hopes cannot delude, nor sorrow discontent. Now I use the word discontent. Discontent means dissatisfied. I use the word, first word hopes means wishes, then second word I use the delude. Delude means cheat and discontent means dissatisfaction, unsatisfied. Now he said in the second stanza again, I repeat, the man whose silent days in harmless joys are spent. His joys are not mocking to people, shouting over the people, pulling the leg of people, or showing off the money. No, not at all. Next, whom hopes cannot delude. Look at it. Hopes cannot delude means his wishes, his higher dreams, his desires cannot cheat with him. They cannot mislead him. They cannot misguide him. He is quite composed with his whatever he has. He is not in that sense, he is flying in the air. Remember in class first year, you have gone through one stanza from the poem, Under the Greenwood Tree, where he said, the one who can come to the tree, who can come to the jungle, who can come to the forest, who doesn't have higher ambition, and must be pleased whatever he finds to eat food. In the class first year, the stanza, Under the Greenwood Tree. Now here same thing is talking about. He says, whom hopes cannot delude, and nor sorrow discontent. According to the last two lines, he says, hopes cannot delude means, look at it. Why a man runs after the money? Because of wishes, higher wishes. According to great men like Bill Gates. Who else? Wealthier than Bill Gates. According to him, he also believes that actually money cannot make you happier. It might help you to find a little achievements of life, but it actually is not a completely achievement to life. Mostly find out, I remember here one more, first I and the good stanza. The man who silently eats in harmless joy does pain, whom hopes cannot delude nor sorrow discontent. It means the one is quite satisfied whatever he has, whatever God has given him, whatever he is imparted by God. He is quite a kind of relaxed, he is quite wealthy person. I use here the wealthy. There are two types of wealthy person. The one who have the worldly desires and the one who has got his sound of peace. Like he got a peace of mind, peace of heart from the people. So according to him, he said, the one who believes, the one who trusts in God, truly trusts in God, he cannot be misled. He cannot nothing can mislead him, nothing can misguide him. He's composed, sound, compressed. Why? Because he's happy with whatever God has given me. Remember one thing. The most important thing is to thank God whatever you have. Because when you thank God, God gives you more. And when you complain God, God puts you in examinations. So may Allah help all of us to pass that examinations. Next, no sorrow discontent. It is not like why he is not unsatisfied, because he believes that sorrows, pathos, happiness, they are the moments of life that comes generally a feeling. He is not a kind of a person who thinks that if something wrong comes to me, for example, sometimes you have seen people are in hot boiling water, like in trouble. When they are in trouble, they don't find hope. They don't find sunrise. They don't find light. And they usually commit suicide. Why people usually commit suicide? Because of losing hope. When the hope is not there, people are easily convinced to commit suicide. Remember one thing. The word is stage. Last time I told you the poem, and we are the characters. How we perform our character, that is the value. Now, in the both line, when he says that discontent, he is not discontent. Why? When the sorrow comes upon him, when the problem comes upon him, he bravely, he faces that. He solves the problem rather than being defeated by the problems. Now, in the both stanza you have seen, he says he is not having any vanity. In the second stanza he told that nobody can mislead him. He is quite compressed about his having things. Now we move to third stanza. The man needs neither towers. Now what I mean here, towers. Towers means, he said, the huge buildings. Maybe he's talking about fort. Maybe he's talking about something that can protect him, shelter him from the outer world. He says, the man needs neither towers nor armor for defense. Now, what do you mean by the word armor? I use this word. Armor means a kind of shield dress that protects you from the arrows, from the sword. But in the modern era, armor can be used as a bulletproof jackets. Usually people wear while being protected from the bullets. So he said in the third stanza, page number 42, he said the man needs neither towers, neither will not, nor armor for defense. He doesn't need weapons to defend. Why? When the one doesn't have higher wishes, the one doesn't belong to the wealthier man, he doesn't have to be worried about and afraid of things. He would enjoy his life. People are unable to understand how one can enjoy. We can enjoy the life even having half cup of tea in the corner of the hotel, rather than going to lavish dinner, lavish hotels, and we would like to enjoy in that manner. Enjoyment is something else. In the third stanza, the second line, no secret walls to fly. No secret meaning he doesn't have any kind of secrets. Like you might have seen the fake degrees or ministers. They are easily captured by the media. That one minister becomes the fake degree holder, the second doesn't have the proper. I mean, why? When you become person like a valued of name, you don't have to worry about your secrets. Nor secret walls to fly from thunder's violence. Now he is not worried about any kind of secrets. Why? He doesn't have secrets. His life is like an open book to the people, to the masses. People know him. That person doesn't belong to, doesn't commit to any crime, any kind of corruption. He is quite a solid person. He believes whatever he has. He thanks God, whatever God has given him. So people usually trust, and I would like to give an example of our Sahaba Karam. I would like to example of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even those people who were against Islam, who were against Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even they believe that he was Sadiq and Amin. He was pure, gentle person. He was having no corruption at all. So people trust in him. So whatever I mean to say, according to Thomas Campion and according to the last previous poem, The Character of Happy Life, you remember, they both are having the same philosophy. Dear students, we have gone through 3 stanzas and 3 are remaining. 3 next stanzas will continue in the next class, but let me again read all 3 stanzas. The beginning stanza, page number 42. The man of life upright, the man one believes in a true path, whose guiltless heart is free from all dishonored deeds and thought of vanity. He doesn't care. He is not proud. He is not proud of knowledge. He is not proud of money. He is not proud on things. He is quite gentle person. Second stanza, the man whose silent days in a harmless joy are spent, whom hopes cannot delude, nor sorrow discontent. The one who's happy, whatever is been given by God, is quite happy. He thanks God. Why? Because he knows that God has not sent me in the world to make corruption, to like a fly with the money. Money is important, but only for the required. There is a good saying, "Nakar motat is zamane mein, ek kisi kami tere khazane mein." The God has given us that kind of money. One can easily live his life with a proper sense. One cannot beg to people. God must satisfy with the requirement money. But when the money comes more than requirements, it becomes the enemy. It becomes the snake that always bites you. And the last stanza, third stanza, The man needs neither towers nor armor for defense. Now, when he doesn't have huge money, when he doesn't have huge issues, when you do not have a kind of 100,000 dreams to live, you live so composed that you don't live shelter, you don't live bodyguards, you don't live a huge house, you don't live a protected wall, because you are having quite simple life.